Race Club UK, Season 16, Imola 60 Minutes, a story about never giving up. Now, in our league, we sometimes use the one lap magic qualifying format where you only have one lap to set your qualifying time, which is very interesting because what do? Do you push to the absolute limit and risk invalidating your lap? Or you play it safe? Well, let's see what we do here. Try to take this first chicane as well as possible. And I got a little bit distracted here, and there you go. Well, what do you want me to say? Into the race now. Now, let's start this race. Now, my objective at this moment is just to stay out of trouble. I'm basically last. I should have more pace than the cars in front of me, but it doesn't matter if I crash. So let's just not crash. Other people will crash, and let's take their positions as this race starts. There's Nick and the Mustang that are behind us, and everybody's being really careful. Oh, it breaks. That was really close. Now I see a little space there on the left. I go in, try not to hit anybody. Just give space. Nick is doing a good job as well there with the yellow Mustang. And we see Axel with the purple Porsche as well. Okay, nope. Now he covered the inside. I couldn't. Again, let's try to be careful. I tried to go in the inside of the Nick, but no. And then I had oversteer, so I couldn't go. Again, I got a lot of paces already. Let's keep going. And it's at this moment, it was weird. Nobody crashed so far. I wonder what is going to happen. And here almost crashed into the Mustang there of Nick. And where do I go? Where do I go? Fortunately, I was able to avoid that. And I got a lot of paces back. That's the main point. I didn't crash, no damage. And while I was doing all of this, what were the guys up in front doing? Well, they were being absolute madmans. Look at this. You don't go into this chicane to do an overtake. Or do you? I mean, it depends. Are you insane? Hello? Space, guys? Chill. And a little bit after all this chaos, already everyone's settling down, everyone's finding their own pace. So I got already, what, at least five positions from what it says in the totem. We still have 58 minutes left. So let's not rush. Let's take our time. I'm not necessarily good when I'm behind people, especially with a different kind of pace. I tend to miss a lot my braking areas. So let's take this nice and easy, a little bit fast forward. And when we get to the first chicane, of course, lap 2. I mean, it was so clean until now, and so just somebody had to crash. Let's try to see what happened there. I think those were the front runners as well. So that got me some good places. We see here from the Lamborghini in the braking area, someone went wide, and the Mustang. Whoa! There was contact. I think the Mustang tried to snip into the inside of the green Mustang, but I don't know. That felt a little bit optimistic in my eyes, and unfortunately, he got spun. And then here we are. Yay! Our little pink Mercedes, gaining some more places. So at this moment, I knew that this was what I had to do. Just be as patient as possible, and hopefully other people will crash, especially if they're front runners. That would be really good for us. Now I got a good exit out of this corner, and I had to be a little bit aggressive at this moment. It's hard because you want to be aggressive, but still being careful. And it paid off. I got 2 positions in one corner, and we are already P16. Started P24, already P16. Now this could be worse. This could be worse. We go forward here a little bit, and at this point, we're just starting a new lap, and the car in front, unfortunately for him, he goes a little bit wide. He goes into the grass. Now it's weird because when I drive against the Mercedes, it looks like it has a really good engine, but ever since I started this season with the AMG, I don't know. It doesn't feel that fast with someone already in the pits. And are we going to go for this move? I'm a little bit behind, but again, a little bit of aggression when you need to. You have to choose your battles. There are moments to be aggressive, and there are moments to be careful. But there, I had to go for it. At this moment, our other team there, whoa, almost crashing. Am I going to lose a spot? Fortunately, BMW, huge moment on the exit, and that allowed me to stay right next to him, and it gave me the insight to this section where I was okay. My pace at this point was not so bad, so I was able to keep my place. And we are now P15. That was tight there with my teammate Finn. Whew. The last thing I need right now is a crash. I don't need one. Please. Please. Alright, so much. Now, as my wife talks to me in French, telling me she's going to bed and I have to do some things before I go to bed, and speaking to my teammates in English and driving at the same time, trying to find my pace. Multitasking much? At this moment, I just needed to find a little bit my pace, avoid track limits. I almost got there. I almost got a track limit there. And now I need to find my way through this Ferrari. And I'm wondering, he's my teammate, so, I mean, is he going to let me through? I assumed that he wouldn't, so I was trying to focus as much as I could. Now I'm going to try to get a good exit there. The AMG should have a better engine than the Ferrari, and I could understand now after this right kink. I was like, okay, he's going that way. Okay, he's going to let me through, so I can safely go through, and that gives us yet another position. We saw someone else in the pits. There was that Lamborghini that was involved in that crash into the chicane on lap 2. So we're making really good progress. So unfortunately, what wasn't good progress was getting this track limit. Unfortunately, the car was very inconsistent, especially in that section, where sometimes it would over-rotate, sometimes it would understeer. It was really hard to predict what the car was going to do next. Like we see here in the first chicane.
Too much pressure in a minute.
So yeah, sometimes the car would understeer into that section. There I had massive oversteer, so I had to be really attentive every time I went into a corner, basically throughout the race. At this point, we're really getting close to the guys in front. I can get a top 10 here, maybe, if things go my way. Unfortunately, it's a Mustang. I know the Mustang's really hard to overtake. We can see it's fighting with that Porsche, which is also my teammate. And I needed to take advantage of these little battles. Because, of course, there's no team orders. I would never tell a teammate to slow the car in front. So this has to be done clean. Also avoid a penalty, because if I crash the car in front, I will get a penalty, and I don't want that. And then we see my teammate goes a little bit wide there. He comes back inside, and bravo, they avoided the crash. But that gave me a really good exit. Now, am I gonna go for the dive bomb? Let's just dive bomb this shit. Let's go. No, not into this section, not into this chicane. Let's just survive and live another day.
Oh no, Axel spun.
Oh no. Unfortunately, getting news that one of my friends spun, but you know, that's racing, I guess. And now getting us, I got a good exit, I feel like, but that's friendly flashing, by the way. But yeah, look at this Mustang. He's just so fast in the straight line. You really need to force a mistake somehow. I'm too far here to go for any move. So let's just try to get this corner. He went a little bit wide there, but yeah, again, I got a lot of oversteer going into that corner. But into this section, I was okay-ish. I was not that bad, but again, I can't get close. But they are still fighting, and again, I need to take advantage of that. I'm close, but I just need to create now a situation where I can just go through, and then stay in front, because you know, if you overtake the car in front, but then you crash like an idiot, it's not going to help you. And that's not foreshadowing. No, I'm not foreshadowing in any way, shape, or form. Let's try to do this now. Again, getting a good exit, but I can't get close enough. I'm way too far. I'm trying to create an opportunity maybe put him out of line, out of focus, and that kind of happens actually. Now I got a good exit, go low on the TC, get a good traction if I can. I'm side by side, but just look at this Mustang, just so fast in the straights. Am I going for the braking? Yes. Space is afforded. Let's give him some space too. Try to go on the inside, give him space. Okay, now I'm through. But this is a Mustang, and this is a big straight line. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I can see in my rear view mirror. He's getting close. Look at he's getting close. He's getting close. Play the Jaws theme. Dun, 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 dun. At this moment, I need to cover the inside and not overshoot it. Can I do it? Yes. Okay, we got it. And now let's try to just move forward on my P12. And P10 is only 3 seconds away, basically 4 seconds. Sorry. So yeah, I'm getting confident. We can still do this. There's still 45 minutes. Not if I drive like that, though. Huge mistake. Unfortunately, the Mustang behind me did the same mistake, exactly the same mistake. So let's try to focus and let's try to move forward. We just need to move forward and not make mistakes. No mistakes. And the moment I say that, what's gonna happen? Well, I don't know. Let's just see. I make a huge mistake. Go very wide there, and I don't want another track warning. I don't want to be on 2 track warnings. So I just lifted. I lifted to avoid the warning. But again, now I have this Mustang again right behind me. I have to cover the inside. He's right alongside. Can I get the inside? I got the inside. I gotta give him space. And he didn't get the traction he wanted coming out of the corner, and I did. And then at the final corner, I got just barely 3/10. But that should do it, right? That should keep me safe into T1, right? Right? No, because this is look at this. Oh my God, this car is a rocket ship. Let's cover the inside. Try to do it again. Cover it and carry the speed. Don't overshoot it. And please, let's just go. Please don't make another mistake, you idiot. Come on. Are we going to make another mistake? Are we going to allow him to come back? A little bit. We're not carrying any speed. But at least, no big mistakes. So we kept P12. We kept P12, and nothing happened for several laps. I was actually stuck behind that Ferrari we see in front, but then this happened. Luckily, he spun. My teammate, the Porsche that was behind him, he let me through, but then I just couldn't find my pace. And I was not necessarily stuck behind him directly, but I was having real issues trying to find that extra speed. And I knew in a direct battle it was going to be hard to overtake him, but fortunately he gave me another position. And then after this couple of laps where nothing happened, people are starting to pit, so let's fast forward to after my pit stop. There's now 27 minutes left in this race. And as much as I got close to Mr. Adnell with the BMW, I couldn't go left here. I saw the car coming, but I couldn't go left. There's a white line. And there you go. He went through. P11, right behind Mr. Adnell here. And now I need to get this overtake done. I know I'm a little bit faster, but again, sometimes I'm not very decisive in my overtakes, and it takes me a lot of time. My tires are still not up to pressure, so it's going to be hard for me to launch the car out of nowhere. I try to get a switcheroo here, but yeah, I just couldn't find the grip in the front tires. So I gave myself, I said, I need to get this done within 2 laps. Within 2 laps, I need to get this done. Let's try to keep up the pressure. Maybe he's going to make a mistake. I don't know what the hell I was doing there with the menu. There's enough things to do. But again, I'm not very smart. I tend to have better exits here. And it was kind of the case, but I was too far. I was way too far to launch it into the chicane. It's a friend of mine, so I don't want to ruin his race. But I got a good exit. You went a little bit wide there. I don't know if he had to let go for the track limit or not. Maybe he got a track limit because I don't feel like he slowed down a lot. But at least I'm able to put the pressure. I know the BMW is very strong on the straight, so I'm not getting go on the straight, but he went a little bit wide there, touched a little bit of grass. I saw the door open. I just put my nose. If he went all the way on the inside, I was ready to brake, but I saw the opportunity, and I just had to take that opportunity there. Get this overtake done within one lap. I'll take it. And it's now P9. And not even that, P8 is just 6 seconds away. P6 is 7 seconds, so depending on if they're battling or not, it's going to be hard, but at least P8, I would like to get P8. There's still 25 minutes, so a lot of things happen. So in the meantime, what were the guys in front doing? Let's see. Well, they were having some really good racing, actually. Some really good racing. That Bentley, I was hoping that Bentley was kind of stuck, because out of the three, I think he had the best pace out of the three. So it was very important that he would not overtake. And honestly, bravo to these guys. I mean, they were really on it. They were fighting very close, and no context, no dirty moves. So that was great. Unfortunately, the Mustang had a bad exit, and the Bentley was able to launch it on the inside. A little bit of contact there, but really, really good racing between these guys. Look at this, a lot of respect shown. Nobody was doing anything stupid, and it was helping me, because as they were doing this, I was just gaining time. I already had the better pace, and if they were fighting, I was giving even more. So I wanted to see more of this, not only because it was awesome to see in the replay, but also because it was helping me gain time. Now let's see how fast I'm gaining at the hairpin. 5.6 in this lap, and 6.6 to P6. Next lap, where are we? 5.3 to P8 and 5.7 to P6. Next lap, where are we? 3.7 to P7 and 5.9 to P5 because someone pitted. Next lap, 3 and 4.9. So I'm getting really close. There's still 20 minutes left in this race. I just need to really focus. It was so hot. It was so hot. It was so hard to focus, but I need to focus. Just keep going this way. 2.1 to P7 and 4.5 to P. There's a top 5 here. There's still 18 minutes left. I can still do a P5 if I really focus. And then we'll jump forward. 12 minutes to go. Lap 27, and I'm really, really close. Now I need to make something happen. He went a little bit wide in front. I just got a good exit, and I know I'm a little bit faster. Whoa! A little back marker there. I know I'm faster coming out of this section usually, so try to keep up the pressure. I see he went a little bit wide, tried to cut back. Yeah, I was a little bit faster, but not too much. He covered the inside, and I just tried something. I just tried it on the outside, but I had to let go. I was not alongside to be warranted space there, so I decided to just keep it clean and pull off of that move. But yeah, I was trying things because P5 is just he's running away, so I have to get this overtake done. There's only 11 minutes left, so I need to overtake these two cars and then try to launch an attack on P5. I have to get this done. A good exit at this moment, but again, I'm too far. I'm just too far. Try to make some pressure. Brake. Careful not to get track limits. It's so hard when you're following someone behind really close. It's so easy to get track limits there. Let's go fast forward. Next lap, 10 minutes to go. Again, going to this second chicane where I tend to be a little bit better. Just don't make a mistake. He did, though. He went a little bit wide, and just avoid the contact and brake late enough. But I went a little bit wide, and I have to give some space. But fortunately, at this point, I got it done. Oh my God, no. Onto the Mustang, and this is not going to be easy. 4 seconds to P5. Come on, Dries! Let's go! And we fast forward again to lap 29. There's 8 minutes left. I'm really close to P6 now. And P5 is 3.6 seconds. So, come on, force a mistake. There you go. At this moment, tires are starting to get worn. I was still feeling okay with my tires, in all fairness. Try to force a mistake. I was like at this point, okay, he went too fast. I feel like if he went too fast, get the cat back, and I was able to do that. Exactly the same move almost the same move as the BMW. Now, 4 seconds. There's 4 seconds to P5. There's 8 minutes to go. That's a couple of laps that I can do 5, 6 laps maybe. So I just need to breathe. Just I have better pace. I have better pace. So let's just not make anything stupid. Focus and keep up the pace. Yeah, man, I'm an idiot. At this moment, I would just make sure it's safe to rejoin. Rejoin safely and, don't give up. Now there's 9 seconds to P5, so that's out of the question. But what can I do here? There's 7 minutes to go. 5 seconds to P6. 4 basically to P7. At this point, I don't know. I just, on my head, I was like, just don't give up. And whatever happens, happens. It was out of my hands now. The only thing I could do was basically run my pace. Run my pace and see if anything's possible. But at the same time, I wanted that P7. I was like, after all of this, P8, okay. Coming back to P8 from basically last, it's okay. But I wanted that P7 so bad. I wanted that P7 so bad. And 5 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. 2.4 seconds. 3 minutes to go. That's basically 2, maybe 3 laps. I had better pace, as we can see. Now 1.6 seconds to P7, and there's 1 minute 40 to go. At this moment, I think there's 2 laps to go, and the pace is better. The pace is way better. I'm running basically 1 second a lap faster, and we fast forward to the last lap. Oh my God, the emotions were so high. My heart was pounding. I was like, I need to make something happen. I wanted that P7. I was not willing to make anything stupid, but come on, let's try to have a good last lap. Let's try to make something happen. Come on. Sometimes you just need to believe in yourself. Come on, let's P7. Come on. Now, into the first chicane. Temperola, I think it's called. Again, I tend to get better exits, and that's exactly what happened. That's now half a second, less than half a second. Come on. In this section, same section, usually I'm faster. Can I make something happen? I mean, I got a better exit, but is he? Yes, he's going to cover the inside. I was like, okay, let's try this again. But this time, I was able to get alongside, try to get a good exit. Come on. I was warranted space there, but I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside to this big, fast left-hander. I want to get the space, but I had to be careful, and indeed he goes a bit wide, and I have to go wide as well. If I didn't go wide there, we would have touched. But I'm not going to launch it there. That would have been stupid. Maybe it was my last chance, and it paid off. The fact that I didn't launch it there really paid off. No, I got a better exit. But come on, into the chicane, really? Are we really going to overtake? Into the chicane? We're going to make it. I'm like, I got to try it. I'm on the inside. Give space. I was able to do that, but he got a good exit. And that BMW power, look at that. He's coming. And I decided I'm not going to cover the inside. I'm going to brake late, and if he brakes later, he's going to overshoot it. And that's exactly what happened. I felt like with this big straight line, the BMW would have gotten me into the finish line if I covered the inside, and he got a better exit into the last corner. So I decided to just brake as hard as I could, and I knew I was almost sure that he was going to overshoot it. So, oh my God, P7 after starting basically last. Great racing, amazing race. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Oh my God, and I see you next time. I'll see you fucking next time. Bye bye. Great race, guys. Great race.